a good mood, I thought I might share my good mood with you. So, if there's anything on your mind that's upsetting you or that you just really dislike and you want to talk about it, let's do it. Um, I'm a pretty good conversationalist. I like to ramble, so I can definitely fill the air, but I thought I would try something where, just keeping it real, chilling, no agenda, no persona, just just a human talking to another human. And yeah, I just woke up. So it's completely like spontaneous and like, oh my god, trying something new. But I want to be on YouTube more, so I thought the best way to, have an audience and like grow and stuff is just to do it. So I don't know. Got the day off, chilling, feeling a little loopy because I did not eat yesterday, and I just had matcha, which is like so bitter. Your body thinks it's poison, and it just like wants to, like, my mouth is salivating from matcha, as if I'm like about to throw up any second. So yeah, my energy's kind of low, but I'm really happy. So I just thought I don't want to make excuses for. I love how the exposure keeps changing. Yeah, this is my bedroom, my home. My previous streams were always about like nightmares and in this like gloomy apartment. And I just, I go back and forth between my priorities a lot. And sometimes I'll like really obsessed with one thing and let all the pillars of life drop. I don't know if it's cool or annoying. I think it's kind of annoying. I think it needs to focus, like it wants to look at the blue sky maybe. But I've been in like luxury apartments my whole life, but I've also been in the most horrendous ghettos my whole life. And it's really a 50-50 split, which is an excellent way to describe my life. It's just like a soup of like alter egos and various cultures and anyways, but I think it's kind of like a benefit because they say something like whatever makes you weird, that's like your superpower, your advantage in life. And I think, like, unlike most people, I don't like have allegiance to one particular thing, aside from veganism, obviously, which I would love to go down that rabbit hole. But yeah, I can get us started. Like, basically what I was thinking is it would be kind of cool if there's just like a dialogue about things we hate, things that piss us off, things we dislike, things that are just like, for me, if it's logically inconsistent, and especially if it goes against like rights, like it's automatically like a bad thing. Yeah, but really, like, I would love it if eventually this would maybe be a series where people just talk about things they fucking hate, they can't stand, and just have like a list of people venting, trauma dumping. It makes you feel better. Like, I don't know why, but we all just want to express ourselves. I'll get us started. So one of my pet peeves is when you're walking on something and it's uneven. And it's almost like a metaphor for the logical inconsistency I don't like in life. Like, anything that just doesn't make sense, fix it. It's not hard. So you're walking, and all of a sudden there's like a hole in the ground or a pit or a dip or a bump, And you start to wonder, like, who the hell designed this? Why is it not maintained? Doesn't anyone care? Can we all, as a species across all cultures, just agree that sidewalks should be flat and even? Hi, viewer. Please vent. I'm just going off, but I don't want to. This is your stream. You talk about whatever upset you, whatever you don't like, and I think it might be fun. I think you might be surprised what really irks people. And for me, it's uneven surfaces. Not just because I sometimes trip and roll my ankle, which I'm notorious for doing every summer, especially in my young adult life. It was among my friends and family where I always had a crutch in summer because I always rolled the same ankle. Lately, for some reason, it's been really good. But, you know, you're just walking and there's a pothole or like a sidewalk that has a driveway, and suddenly it just drops. And it's like, why are the gutters even raised? They're not stopping a car. If you've seen car accident footage, it doesn't do anything. Like there's, well, I guess it drains, you know, the water off the sidewalk. But it's very, very annoying. I think, like, especially when it's a hill, the road and sidewalk should just go up the hill, and the properties should just be flat, sort of like stairs. And then where the property and the hill meet from the top view down, it should be perfectly flushed, but there should be like a little step of like a triangle. That's the difference. And then you would always know when you're going from the path to the property that there's that little step. But instead they do like a slope of varying degrees, and it's always done wrong. It's always like the slope cuts into the path, or there's just some like weird like sinking action going on. And hi, welcome. Tell me anything that upsets you, anything you don't like. I'm just, as a dog walker, talking about sidewalks that roll my ankle. But please, this is about you. I don't want to be rambling. And yeah, it's not for everyone. This is going to take some momentum, you know, like YouTube tries to find the algorithm, it tries to figure out like who to target. You know, there's the talky people, the smart people, the whatever interest people. But one time I was playing chess, and all of a sudden, like, all these people from the chess community came into chat. So it's kind of trying to figure out what this is about. And it's kind of creepy to think about how every word I say is being transcribed through an AI and then analyzed. It's a little weird, but you know, I got nothing to hide. Oh man, this is really bugging me. I'm sorry for the like amateur hour. I'm trying to figure out how to set this up. It's just like doing this weird effect. But yeah, and then I think like, okay, so let's say that whoever is responsible for this hole would if they think it's so okay, like a good way to figure out if anything is okay is to pull it to its extremes. So if you're walking into this pothole and whoever's managing it is like, oh, it's just a pothole, it's fine, potholes are fine. Okay, why don't we just have tons of potholes everywhere? How would it be then? Obviously not good. Well, what's the flip side? If everything was perfectly smooth, okay, would anyone complain that they didn't like trip on some like bump that shouldn't have been there, or they couldn't see? So yeah, I don't know. That's just me. The worst is when you already sprained your ankle and then you sprain it again because like a tree root just sticks out of the sidewalk. Like we haven't figured out how to dismantle the sidewalk, cut out the root, redo the sidewalk, and just have it flat. This is why I think like Elon Musk wants to go to Mars just as a fresh start, because sometimes instead of like fixing things, it's better to just throw it out, start all over. And they're going to be walking probably on domes first and then in underground tunnels. But in Mars, they're going to be enjoying perfectly flat, leveled surfaces their entire life, everywhere they go. because you could assume that it's going to be man-made, like a conscious mind will rule the environment and hopefully be logically consistent. But yeah, I hate that, like loose tiles, things like that. I'm a big guy, so I'm top heavy. I kind of trip easily. uh, Add a Q&A sticker, a morning ritual that sets you up for a good day. Yeah, sure, let's try it. A morning ritual. A morning ritual that sets you up for a good day. Answer. What was mine? Oh, yeah. That will be the thing. Yeah, that's what I want. Answers will appear as a chat message. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go with like a pretty color, like cyan. But that's hard to read. All right, cool. There you go. I guess there's like a little chat bubble. I don't know. I feel like such a boomer. Yeah, let's just give me the only option to put it on the top of my face. That is so absurd. Yeah, I don't want to be bitchy, but you know, sometimes I find that like people who don't swear are just swearing so much in their own head, and they're pretending that there's someone who doesn't, but it's like the most honest people swear. Yeah, what is it's like I can't go left or right. Hi, welcome. Yeah, tell me something. They leave, dude. People are so shy, or they're just like prefrontal cortex is taking a break when they're on their phone. But I noticed among all videos on YouTube, there's a thing where there's like a ratio where anyone will watch the video. Let's say there's 1,000 people watching. Well, 10% of that will like the video, and then 10% of that, like 100, will comment on the video, like 10. So if you see any video that's got 1,000 views, it's going to have 100 likes, it's going to have 10 comments. And it's because most people don't bother like interacting with the video at all. And then the ones that do are just kind of like half-heartedly tapping a little like thing, which I think they may do for selfish reasons, just to stimulate the algorithm so that they get the same content fed back to them later. Or they just, you know, want to support the creator in a very convenient way. And then like a very few, 10% of the 10%, like 1% of 1,000, 10 people are going to comment. And I really wish people would be like less judgmental of others, and then feel like they're being less judged themselves. Of course, like judgment is a good thing. You want to assess your environment, your interactions, reflect on yourself. Maybe before bed, think like, where did I fuck up? You know, it's good to judge. Obviously, not to be hypercritical. A lot of people grow up with parents who are so cynical that they overthink things all the time, and they like critique, and it affects like self-esteem and stuff. But and the internet, like social media, is just so toxic. I remember one of my idols, David Draymond from Disturbed, saying that he doesn't go on social media because it's just the worst. Like he can't. He loves the fans, he loves interacting with the fan base, but it's so toxic. It's an energy vampire. And I wish that, you know, people would just be more comfortable to open up, because I've tried this like once or twice before, and like it's really rare where there's like a back and forth where you find someone with like the confidence or like the care to actually engage. But I really hope that, you know, whoever's watching, they just feel free to open up. It's kind of a safe space, you know, kind of. I might throw a jab at you here and there, but it's all in good fun. And at the end of the day, who cares? Like, whatever. If something, you know, you say something you're not supposed to, like the way I see it is, I was probably going to make that mistake eventually anyways, so why not get it out of the way? You know, if you guys find out something weird about me or something you don't like, then it's just an inevitability, a canon event. Hey, Bomba Clat, hello. Tell me something. What do you dislike? What do you wish would be different? What is it that like maybe yesterday kind of pissed you off? This is what it's about. I want to hear about you. Like just something that you're like, man, this has got to just stop. Like, what is the matter with people? Why do they keep doing this? I just said I don't like uneven sidewalks. I'm a big guy. I trip all the time. Why the hell can't we all just agree as a human race that we like things flat? We like to walk on things flat. No stupid bumps, you know, tree roots. Yeah, like what the hell, man? Why? Especially when I'm old, I don't want to be tripping, breaking a hip, and dying from an infection because some like 60 IQ guy with the pavement couldn't like level the thing out properly and like left a dip or a crack, and the government's too lazy to fill freaking potholes. It's so simple. Like, we don't have to go to Mars to get flat surfaces. We can just, I don't know, make things the way they should be. So yeah, tell me something, man. Like, what you know, did someone say something that pissed you off? We can do a deep dive. Hi, another viewer. Hey, there's two little pawn icons. I feel like you guys are like little tokens, like you can like kind of play with, like in like chess. Anyways, whatever. No, tell me, what do you? Yeah, they got the fuck out right away. They're like, oh, I'm just a pawn to you. What do you think? You're like a big king? No, I'm not. I'm a peasant. I'm a peasant. I'm in this luxury apartment in this beautiful city. But trust me, I'm in a closet. Like, they remodeled this janitor closet to be a bedroom. And I'm like the working class. I'm like the 2 full-time job guy who's like slaving away for the rich and just kind of watching everyone else live their lives. Like, I live next to the stadium and I hear FIFA, people that paid $2,000 for a ticket. And, you know, I walk their dogs. One of my clients is a billionaire. Like, they literally have like security, gardeners, landscapers, a maid, a housekeeper, a babysitter, me, the dog walker, like all these people like managing the property. Like, I've never even met them. And you just go to their house and like the gates open kind of thing. And you take their dog for a quick walk and then you come back and it's just like, you kind of see something, like you see like some art piece or something like that. Like, for instance, they have like a gold statue of their own dog, which I think is really cool, but also really tacky. Like, what's the matter with like rich people? Everything's just a novelty. Everything's like, you know, it probably has a cool story or some historical significance, but like, are you really going to invest so much? Hey, welcome, another person. Yeah. What upsets you? Something somebody said to you, something you can't stand. What's on your mind? I'm trying to make this about you guys. I'm just talking so that there's something happening on the stream. So it's not like, you know, I could probably think of a million other things that I dislike. I just started sleeping on like an incline. It's pretty awesome because you can get a lot of, you could say, health benefits. See, I got my ghetto like Walmart $3 pillow, which I actually have to wash because I don't want to spend another $3. But it's nice. It's good. I think I bounced around enough to find something that works for me. This place has a bowling alley, a gym, a sauna, a hot tub, a swimming pool, a nice patio. Yeah, it's a good place and all, but to be perfectly honest, I've been here 5 months now, and I still don't have the $150 to pay for the amenities fee. So I just don't get to use the amenities, which again, I just like watch people enjoy their lives in this beautiful city. It's kind of like when you're a server or like a cook and you're just watching people like enjoy and celebrate with their families while you yourself are just working. And it's like, okay, I thought like I would work here because it's a place that it has like a nice vibe and everything, and I'll be a part of things. But then it's not really resentment or jealousy. It's more like FOMO, and I don't know. I still think it's a lot better than being out uh, somewhere with no opportunity at all. Good morning ritual that sets you up for a good day. So I always wake up and I go straight to taking a poop. And I like having some kind of caffeine and some kind of like shower. Obviously get dressed, and then I'm out the door. Like I'm a guy. I don't do my hair. I don't check my phone for friends. I don't really have too many responsibilities. Like I should be going to the gym. Yeah, not much of a ritual kind of guy. I kind of like, you could say it's OCD, but I break it down like in the morning when I leave and in the evening when I come home. I what is it? There's 4 things, and I kind of run through them in my head like a checklist. It's like use the bathroom, set the laundry, have a shower, and eat. And I break down eating as cook, consume, clean. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. I've taken care of like my body and my environment. I'm good. So that's like the first thing I do when I wake up, and when I come back after. Again, I kind of break that down. There's work, which I use an acronym SIA. My schedule. I was where I was supposed to be. The I is for invoice. I need to update my invoice, like the hours I worked. And A is for alarms. Like I can turn off the alarms that I set for myself for the clients for the day. So I go SIA, and that's work. And then there's my chores. There's exercise. There's activism, and there's drama. And then at the end of the day, I could just completely turn off because I know that I've taken care of everything, and I can just shut off my brain. I can put my phone on silent, and it gives me this like illusion of freedom where it's almost like an innie outie. It's like that one version of myself did all the work, and now it's the party in the back version where I can just be a human and humanize and just be an ape that wants to have a banana and just watch the world go by. So that usually involves too much content consumption. But yeah, that is life. See, I told you I'm a good conversationalist. I can just ramble and ramble and ramble. The internal dialogue never stops. I really like educating people and being educated by people. I think that we all have sort of an obligation, and the culture should focus more on people sharing ideas. And I don't know if it's like what did they say? Like some people don't like small talk, weather, sports, that kind of stuff drains them. The repetitiveness, the predictability of the conversation. I'd rather just meet someone, and I do, like when I was a server, I would really try to ask sort of like a talk show interview questions where I'll pick out something unique about someone. Hey, you look like so and so. Have you any experience in this and that? And then in like a really short time, you can have like some novelty in the conversation, and that, by the way, makes time go by slower, because when you reflect on, let's say, a year, if you haven't done anything since last summer, you're going to feel like time just flew by, like, oh my god, I just blinked and it's summer again. But if you fill your days with lots of new experiences, something about what's going on in the brain, forming synapse neuron connections, it's going to make you feel like more happened. It's more full, more changed. Oh, hi. Please tell me something you don't like. What pisses you off? Vent. I'm here for you, man. Safe, nice place. We'll have a chat about it. I'm right there in the corner with you. You tell me you don't like it when people have mustard on their hot dog. I'll be all like, oh my god, mustard's disgusting. I practically have an allergy to it. It's just like the smell of it just makes me want to gag. Or if you tell me, hey man, more people should like mustard, I'd be like, yeah, buddy, like, come on, it's bright and beautiful. It's great for staining your clothing. Mustard's the best. Super underrated. I don't know. They can't all be winners. They can't all be gold. But yeah, I love reclining on this 45-degree angle. It will drain. You get the best of all worlds. Sleeping on your left, your right, your back, or your front. Which sleeping on your stomach it just has no benefits aside from comfort. But this does have comfort. Oh, it's so cool. They're birdies. I love just watching the birds, the sky. That's my favorite part about the view is like when you look directly up, especially at night. There's nothing but there's nothing but stars and like a really subtle hue above the mountains that give it like this beautiful silhouette. But I just wanted to kind of share with you to catch you up to what took me my entire life to figure out is that if you sleep with a 30 to 45 degree incline, you actually get all the benefits. Most importantly being the cardiovascular health, where unlike with side sleeping or on your stomach, there's no weight on your heart. So your heart moves more freely and more over the course of time, you don't strain your heart. Also, fluid drains from your heart properly. They say sleeping on your right is really good for your heart because your left side isn't squeezing. I mean, your right side isn't squeezing onto it because, as you know, your heart's kind of to the left. Maybe I'm getting too wordy, too much into this, but basically, if you're sleeping on 30 to 45 degree angle, which you can just take like a mattress topper, fold it in half, and then roll it into a triangle, pin it down with a tight bed sheet so it doesn't slide and you don't slide. And then you're kind of like in a hospital bed sort of situation where you're on an incline, and you'd be surprised. You'll fall asleep, you'll be comfortable, your heart won't have any pressure, the fluid will drain. And also because your throat tissue doesn't collapse into your airway, you won't have these sudden bursts of adrenaline, again, over time, damaging and straining your heart. So you won't snore as well. Your face won't have product smearing or pressure for wrinkles, and the fluid will drain from under your eyes, so you won't wake up with puffy eyes. So it's just great. Good spinal support and everything like that. I highly recommend a 45 or 30 degree angle. You can buy the wedges or you can just do it yourself, and elevate your knees as well to support your back. That's all I'm going to say on that. I could go for hours about like any subject, but yeah, let's just enjoy the view. I got to show this off, but not too much because if I point it right into someone's bedroom, it's like a violation or something. So it's pretty cool. I can hear the fountains. From the water features down there. I always watch dogs walking around there. And you could, at night, when it's really quiet, eavesdrop on people in the little park. And they're always, fighting or something. And this is like, I'm on the good side of the tracks, and that's like the tracks, literally the train station and the tracks that kind of run through behind the buildings. And then it's just the downtown east side is just crime, and it's really, really gross. You can almost smell it from here. but that's the like military base, which is great for me because the view will never be obstructed. They're not going to build over it. I can also see them marching around, setting up equipment, driving like light armored vehicles around in there, lining up with all sorts of activities, running back and forth, paperwork. A lot of equipment is always like little metal boxes going in and out of big metal boxes. And I love snooping and lurking and watching those guys and seeing what the military is up to. But that is a base. There are literal tanks outside of it. It's a nice little novelty, which I feel like as one of the poors, I don't have this need to have anything, like to really own anything, because I can appreciate walking by a tank in public, and it's kind of all I'm going to get out of it unless I'm going to drive it around. So I wouldn't really need something like that in my house, not even like a model. Oh man, there's like a half naked guy. It would be kind of funny to show you, but I can't show you inside people's apartments. I'll see people like having sex, and then I'll realize they're like two gay guys, and I'm like, oh no, I just got excited over watching two gay guys have sex. But you always see that if you've ever lived in an apartment. Like there's maybe 500 people per building. It's inevitable, just a numbers game. You're gonna see people get intimate. That's called the Sun Tower. It's on Pender and Beatty. Those little Star Wars cranes are the docks with the longshoremen and the containers. I can usually make out just beside the Woodwards building, which is that one there with the big W-shaped pool and the trees on top. Right in that little gap in real life, it's so much more clear. There are little ferries. There are sometimes like tugboats pulling away a barge or a cruise ship, because Canada Place is right there, right where Harbor Center is with that tower, the revolving restaurant, where you need to pay $40 just to get into the restaurant. There are elevators that go up and down. This is the BC Hydro building, which it's kind of subtle, but if you think of it, the windows are representative of the 20,000 lakes that British Columbia has. The top is sort of like glaciers or water, and it kind of runs down the middle like it's a waterfall because there are windows in the line in between. And then there's that beautiful logo, which is an H, but it's also like the little zaps from electricity. So I think it's just a really clever logo, a beautiful building. It's all glass on the top. It's got this old-fashioned brick look, and there's a very intricate path of streams, because hydro is water electricity. And you can see all these like little businesses and restaurants and kind of dilapidated apartments, but you can see a whole lot of them. And it's just a gray blur, but that is East Vancouver. Hi, welcome. Tell me something you don't like. Tell me something that bugs you. You can vent about anything. This is about you. I'm not here to talk about me, but I will tell you, I really don't like certain things. I don't like rude people. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't know. Thought it would be a good idea. I'm still so new that it's been half an hour and like 5 people viewed. If you're watching this, I really hope you have YouTube Premium and you multiply the speed by 4x, because I'm sort of like thinking as I'm speaking, so my cadence is very slow motion anyways. You'd be surprised how quickly you can alchemate to retaining information at a very fast speed. About a year ago, I watched everything at 2x speed. Now I just watch everything at 3x speed. And if it's really boring or slow, I go 4x speed. So I'll be watching like Kill Tony, the comedy podcast. And man, like 90% of the jokes are garbage. So I would rather kind of like go through it at 4x speed. And then if there's like something I kind of liked, I'd rather back it up, change it to 1x speed and rehear it. Yeah, hey, welcome. I'm just kind of showcasing my apartment. There's a pretty nice view. I think I can probably show it. A little candle. I like that thing. It's metal. It's rusty. One of my roommates had OCD, and it had this beautiful red fuzzy rust. And I said to her, like, whatever you do, do not clean this. I already knew she was thinking it. And I'm like, do not wash this. Do not clean this. She's like, okay, I won't touch it. The next day, man, I see it like nice and clean. And you used to like, if you touch it, you'd get like rust all over your finger. But this is something I found. It was against the garbage. And I think it's just a beautiful piece that a homeless person wrote. On the back, it says something like, give money for pizza. Yeah, not even a door. It's just slides. It's not even hydraulic like in Star Trek. Beautiful. There's like the Costco entrance, little tunnel. Sometimes I'll go there just for the $4 fries and $1 endless Mountain Dew. Always something vegan. They got some like good hummus and Happy Earth soups. Yep. Just pretty with pretty things. Now this will be obstructed because construction has begun. We'll get into legal troubles like privacy issues or copyright issues. To the park and someone's playing a song, it's just gonna ruin it. Little helicopter flying around. This thing just gonna be a morning ritual that sets you up for a good day. It's just blocking the damn screen. Yeah, screw that. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty chill. But it's good to not get too attached to anything. If I'd leave here next month, I would not care. There's always some landlord trying to take you for a sucker that's going to sell you on a place that, like here, has everything damaged. Someone used the toaster underneath the cabinets. They're melted. The dishwasher, it leaks, so you can't use it. The washer and dryer were broken, and the replacement was so cheap that, and it's a power saver, you literally have to run the dryer 3 times. So it takes me 3 hours for a half load to get dry. It's bananas. Thanks for the like, whoever that is. I really needed it. Someone really likes me. Oh man, I need that validation. Shit. Yeah, hey, welcome viewer. Hey, tell me something you don't like. What bugs you? Who upset you? Tell me about it. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? I'm here for you. Yeah, no, just anything you don't like, anything. People who have bad taste in music. Stinky people on the bus. Bus drivers, oh man, I could get into bus drivers. I could get into anything, but man, bus drivers. Hey, viewer, tell me something you don't like. What do you hate? Who pisses you off? Who ruins your mood? What do you want to change in the world? What's stupid? Do you not like me? Man, I hate me. Yo, you and I are in the same boat. Yeah, hey, dude. Or dudette. What's up? What's going on? Talk. Don't be shy, man. No, I'm just rambling. I was just about to talk about buses and about how like bus drivers, if you're not standing at the stop and you're just sitting on the bench, they'll just drive right by you, and then when you run up after them because there's a red light, it's super awkward, kind of like saying bye to someone and then still walking alongside of them and being like, okay, now bye. Okay, now bye. Okay, bye. It's like the bus driver's like, okay, fuck this guy, I'm not picking him up. But then the bus stops like 10 feet away, and then he's like, oh shit, and he pulls the lever and the doors open and you come on and you're like, hey man, why did she stop? And they're like, you were sitting on the bench, how am I supposed to know? You're supposed to be standing at the stop. Okay, I'm supposed to be, if we're gonna be that like fucking autistic about it, then why don't you always stop at the stop? Because sometimes there's a bus already at the stop and you pull up behind them. I've never had this conversation, but sometimes the bus won't be at the stop, or there's no bus there, and for no reason they just won't pull up to the stop. And like, come on, man, what the hell? Or like a homeless person goes on and they get on for free, but then when you like, I don't know, forgot your wallet, you'll be like, hey man, can I go like 2 stops? Like, I promise you this isn't a thing I'm doing, or I'm getting paid next week. And they'll be like, no, I'm not starting this bus stop, or I'm gonna call security until you pay. And then other people on the bus are like, hey, you let the homeless guy on, like let this guy on, or you let the, you know, elderly person on, or whatever. Like, we're all people, we all miss the payment, but it's just like the inconsistency. It drives me nuts. Like, can't we all just agree that, you know, we all have a sentient experience, we're all equals, we all just deserve to be like, you know. Anyways, okay, you're more of a lurker, you're more just like kind of peeping. That's fine. I think people have like a morbid curiosity about like what's going on with people. I just discovered this website. It's called something cams, livecams.com. And you can look at all of the city's cameras and just like traffic going by, people chatting, and you can just watch life go by. You can watch like an eagle's nest or something in like an aquarium or something. It's pretty cool. And also I kind of explored like some darker sites. I don't know if I can say it, but it's, you can just, it's like body cam footage, especially in the war. And you can see like what the soldiers see. And it's really cool to see like different perspectives of like people and things. Yeah, I highly recommend those sites. You got to have a stomach for it, because you're going to see a lot of disgusting stuff, medical things, aftermath from accidents, yeah, like things you don't forget once you see. But those sites are great, super entertaining, by the way, like especially compilation videos of like maybe shootings, maybe yeah, also or social tragedies. I think we're kind of morbid like that, where we're curious, right? Like we want to know what's going on. I think all species are always thinking subconsciously, but we're always thinking, what's happening and what should I do? You're not going to be aware of it. Just like your elbow, you're not going to be aware of it until there's pain and you're like, oh, I have an elbow. You kind of forget this, but you're kind of always thinking, what's happening and what should I be doing? And yeah, I don't know. This is what a normal person looks like. I struggle. I have successes. I, critique myself all the time. I have insecurities. I have an ego. I have like a favorite food. I dislike things. I wanted to make this about you. Like, I'm really trying to get people to open up. I'm in a good mood today. That's a rare thing. I'm usually kind of like a robot. I'm just like totally cut off, not social. And, someone asked me for the time and I'm just like, like nothing, like nothing. So, I'm trying to open up more, but I think there's like a real value that's kind of lost, where people just don't communicate. Everything's being, like we're supposed to feel connected in some way or express ourselves in some way. So please feel free to, any earlier I was saying I really don't like uneven sidewalks. I've never heard anyone ever complain about this, but you should. We should all rally together to have flat surfaces that we can walk on where we don't trip. Like, how stupid is it when, there's just like the material changes and all of a sudden there's a bump, like, and then you trip. And it's like, this could have been avoidable. This is almost intentional. Like, so I should be able to strangle someone, like, you tripped me, you bastard. Like, I shouldn't have to like pay attention to all these things. I should just be able to walk a straight line on a sidewalk and not trip. But yeah, if there's anything you don't like, anything like my camera flipping around way too much, please let me know. Here's a nice view. I am not rich. I have literally not had over $100 in my bank account for the last 4 months. But I'm a sucker for a pretty face, for a pretty view. There's like a toxic relationship with a cute girl. Salt definitely looks like sugar. This has been a living hell. I can't even afford groceries, but damn, what a view. Oh, I love it. I get to pretend I'm well off. No, it really is my pride and joy. I hope it's my forever home. This is Vancouver, by the way. You're looking northbound at the mountains. The mountains are always north if you ever get lost in Vancouver. There have been whales spotted in the harbor, Cole Harbor. I'm not supposed to screen inside of apartments, privacy issues. Please don't report me. That's a cloud. In case, viewer, you are one of those people who are in a bad climate with bad weather, that's what a cloud looks like. Precipitation. Humidity, topical features and temperature causing water to evaporate, condense, and come down as rain. Yeah, dude. I'm kind of going bananas here trying to find things to say because honestly, I don't have much of a life. I don't have much going on. I don't have anything cool to show you. I have a whole life of like things to reflect on. I'm actually pretty much 40. I think like if this is almost like an abortion debate. It's like when do you become you? Like, is it on your birthday, like the day you were born? Or is it for the 9 months that you've been in your mom? So I'm exactly to the week 39 and a half. Like my birthday in December is 6 months away, but I was obviously a baby for a while. So I'm not really 39 and a half. I'm more like 40 and 3 months right now. So I got a lot I could talk about, but I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about you. But yeah, here's show and tell. This is a lighter. I like this lighter. It lights things, and the more the lighter lights, the lighter it gets. These are my keys. Isn't that cool? There's a fish on it. What? That is the coolest. This is a multi-tool. Don't tell the police it has a blade in it, or else they're going to think it's a weapon used for self-defense, which in Canada is a crime, apparently. This is a little thing with my earrings, because I'm a flamboyant little metrosexual boy that likes earrings. These are wet wipes. They can fit in your pocket so you can wipe and clean the residue off your bum. If you got cracks in your teeth, these are good to carry. This is a stupid book about some horny girl talking about people she slept with on her vacations. And I found it in one of those free libraries, and I think it's such a piece of crap that as I read it, like I'll read a page, I'll rip it out and throw the page in the garbage, and it just gets smaller and smaller, and it just fits in my pocket. So sometimes I read that. This is a little baggie of dog treats because I'm a dog walker, and sometimes dogs run away from me. I'll trip on these stupid fucking sidewalks, and I'll let go of the leash to catch myself. Always tuck in your neck when you fall so you don't bump your head. You'd be surprised how easy it is to really, like, I knew a guy once that died from falling 10 feet down an elevator shaft while we were doing construction because whoever put the plywood for you to work on the elevator shaft didn't, like, put it in properly, so the guy's standing there working, and then all of a sudden he falls. Only 10 feet, and he's done. This is my wallet. I'm vegan, so I got rid of my leather wallet, and I got like a weed tin that has like little pre-rolled joints, and I love the tin. And then it started like the lid started to come off. This is actually kind of working out. This is fun. Don't want to give you my credit card information, but yeah, I just keep it together with stickers. So the spine of it is held together by stickers, which are, of course, weed stickers that you get free from any dispensary. What else do I have? A vegan belt. It's one of those It's better than a scale. This is how you know if you're getting too fat or if your diet is working. A belt. Just pay attention to your belt. Listen to your belt. And if your belt has one of these little straps that sticks out, you can actually get a smaller belt to hold that strap down. But then if that smaller belt has a little strap that sticks out, you can get an even smaller strap to hold that belt. So you can get a belt for your belt or a belt for your belt. This is a ring. I've had it forever. I just think it's cool. To be perfectly transparent, I stole it from Spencer's Gifts. And I just think it's cool. I was such a stupid kid. But yeah, it's a ring. It's a little pirate ring. I just love how it's not flat. It kind of sits, it curves. I think that things look nicely when they're curved. Tattoos that flow with the body. Anthony Padilla has the coolest tattoos. They look like streaks of grease. And they just like run between the muscles and everything really, really nicely. These are little doggy baggies. I always have these in my pocket, even if I'm not walking dogs, because if you need to pick something up, or let's say you got like a snot rag or like some garbage, like you just ate an orange, and now you used your wet wipes to wash your hands. What are you going to do with all this orange peels and stuff? Put it in the bag, put the bag in your pocket, and then find a garbage bin, throw it in there. And I'm a really simple guy. That's all I carry. That's like that's kind of all that's in here. You see, that's my little pockets drawer. This is what I use inside the house drawer. So some books, some toilet paper, a little. Did it disconnect? I just have like the best monologue. Did it fucking disconnect? What a piece of shit. Jesus Christ. I gotta read this again. Well, you read it. Anyways, it's gay. It's funny. It's like reading this, it feels like you're fucking the man that she's talking about fucking. God damn it, I can't believe it disconnected. I had a whole 2 viewers locked in for like 20 minutes. That's as good as it gets. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Just kind of to yeah, I mean, maybe this will be my morning routine. Love to see you around. Love to see more people in the chat. Don't be shy. Always talk about anything. I'm an open book. Take care.